How good of a player do you think Jeremiah Love, the running back out of Notre Dame, is or can be in the NFL, Mike D?
He's sort of a combination Bijan Robinson, Reggie Bush. He's a big time player, barring any serious injury. With him, as you see the tremendous burst at the line of scrimmage, his ability to pull away from players in the open field. He runs hard between the tackles. Tremendous receiver coming out of the backfield. I know two coaches on that staff at Notre Dame, and they praise him for his work ethic, his attention to detail, spending all that time in the film room, working out the weight room by himself, always trying to get better, and he's been a really strong team leader for Notre Dame. So he's got all the intangibles and also the physical tools to be a big-time player at the NFL level. And, I get them like you do. Oh, you can get them type backs in the 6th, 7th round. Yeah, right. Every once in a while you do get a Terrell Davis. But those guys are few and far between. If you look back in the history of the National Football League, the top 20 rushers in the NFL, 17 of them were first-round picks. 17 of the top 20 rushers in NFL history were first-round picks. 2 of them went in round 2. One of them is still playing today, Derrick Henry. And there was 1 third-round pick, Frank Gore. And think about Frank, he tore his ACL up not once but twice at Miami of Florida. Not only had a great career, but longevity in this league for Frank. So it does go to show you, and I've tried to talk about this on WWL on my show. Think about the great running backs in Saints history. Okay? You can go back from start to finish. Chuck Muncie, first-round pick. George Rogers, first-round pick. Deuce McAllister, first-round pick. Mark Ingram, first-round pick. Reggie Bush, first-round pick. My buddy Richie Pettibone, I had him on last year. Longtime NFL player and then coached him forever with the then Washington Redskins as a defensive coordinator. He was talking about Alvin Kamara and how much of a outlier he was to have the career he's had, and he was a third-round pick. That, again, most of those top backs in this league have been first-round or early second-round picks. And the Saints had him, too. Tony Galbraith was a terrific player. I was in my teens to watch him, and then Dalton Hilliard at LSU.
I remember him.
And what Dalton was able to do for New Orleans. But every once in a while, yes. Do you get a Pierre Thomas who was an undrafted free agent? That does happen. But, Bo, I'm just telling you, for the most part, it ends up being that first or very early second-round selection. So that's why I think he's going to be highly coveted as a back in this draft class. There are not the multitude of backs that we've seen in other years. There are good backs, but you're talking about a guy that can maybe have a team build around his talent level. There are very few like that. He's one of them. He's that good.